quick, we're gonna try a sublimation demo on a one of our 30 ounce skinny straight subs. I designed this little wrap here in Silhouette Design Space, and I have one of our 20 ounce skinny presses. The 30 ounce doesn't fit all the way in there, so I'm gonna try to do a little flipping back and forth and see uh, how good we can get it for the 30 ounce. So give me just a moment, let's get this prepped, and then we will see what we come up with. All right, let's go ahead and get started with some taping. I'm just using some regular masking tape here, and let's just dry fit it first to see if I measure good. That's good. I got a little bit of overlap, which is fine. If I had my cutter, I would probably cut a little bit more off of the top. So with the bottom, I found that you don't want to go overlap too much over there, because that's kind of curved down there. So kind of get it to where it just is going to curve, or just before it's going to start to curve, and finish your design right there. We'll have a little bit of overlap up top, but I think that's gonna be fine. Um, Again, if I had my cutter with me, I'm here doing it in the garage and not in the shop. So, but I like this here, lined up good. I got a good line there, so I can release that. I'm gonna get a couple pieces ready. See if I can go with 5, so I can go with one in the middle, top, and then something in between those. Press doesn't take that long to heat up, so I'm not gonna turn it on just yet. So let's see here. One in the middle, and I kind of hold that side down and pull that baby as much as you can. I mean, sublimation is all about pressure, y'all. So you want to be able to get that image as tight as you can on the surface before you press. Yeah, hit my thumb, the seam down there. I'll hit the seam with my thumb. One on top, same deal. Pull a little bit like that. Again, I hit the seam. Yeah, pull tight, and down towards the bottom, pull tight, boom. All right, so then let's get our actual seam itself here. A little bit of overlap, it's fine. I try to get that baby like halfway, like perfect there. A little trick I had someone show me in a subgroup is you'll have a little ridge. I don't know if I can get there close enough. Actually, you can see. So you'll have like a little ridge. Take your thumb and go there. See how close to that they got it flatter, then that's where I press down. Here's where I have it. So you want to run that nail along that seam and get that stuff down there. I think that'll help with ghosting at the seam. And pull that tight down there. Same up here. I'll pull tight up there. All right, now most would do it, leave it just like that. I haven't had good luck with that. putting it in there and pressing it just like that. My only way that I've got my best results is if I wrap the entire thing in tape. So bear with me as I'm wrapping. I am pulling tight. Yes, some will say this is excessive, but I just want to show you the way that I've gotten the best results from the tape, paper, and press together. And I definitely agree. It does seem excessive, but I tried the other way with just a few strips of heat tape, little to no heat tape, and I just didn't get the results that I was looking for. So I spiraled all that, and I start, and I just go over like that. And I just make sure that I put the tape down there like that. So you see how my edge looks. Nothing looks bulged up or anything like that. So hopefully we get a good sub on there. All right, so there's where I started the other way. Now I flipped it and I'm coming back the other way, doing the same thing. Ready to heat that oven up. Well, not the oven, heat that press up in a minute. The oven will take you about 5 minutes to press. Because this isn't a 30-ounce press, it's a 20-ounce, so I think we'll have to flip it 3 times. So we should be able to possibly get it done in about 2 minutes or so. A little bit more. Did not even get the... Again, we didn't try to wrap the paper over, because you see once you start trying to wrap over, stuff wants to crease. So you gotta really stop that image just before that bottom edge on there, or you'll probably get a little bit of ghosting. Not much, but you'll probably get a little bit. All right, she's all wrapped up. Don't need any shrink wrap or anything like that. So, boom, boom, boom. Let's turn this baby on. I think I hold down the power button. Let's see here. Where's my temperature? I'm trying to go down. 355. Okay. And there we go. For timing, I'll put it on 45. Okay. See, it's warming up pretty quick. It's already at 170, 180. It's getting up there already. So what we'll do is basically I'm gonna put it a little bit more than halfway in to about there. I'll do 45, then I'll flip it. So I'll do that 45, then I'll roll it another 15, then I need to take it out, flip it, 45, roll it, 15, and should be done. So let's see what we got. 125G A-sub paper on one of our 30-ounce skinny straights, and I'm just using regular masking tape. Heat tape works good too. But I haven't had any luck with it. Plus, I didn't like the yellow heat tape because it started leaving, at least when I did them in the oven, started leaving some yellow down here, and I wasn't able to get it off with acetone. Obviously, up inside here, it doesn't really matter because you don't see it. So we're at 297, 299, and remember, it's going to get to a temperature. We're going to put the cup in. Obviously, the cup's colder than 355, so the temperature is going to lower some. It's still going to be subbing great, but just keep that in mind because you're going to see the temperature fluctuate. So you're putting an item that's not the same temperature in the oven, so it's going to cool that down first, and it's going to warm back up. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. First try on a 30 ounce. Fingers crossed. With so many variables in sublimation. Oh, there it is. All right, so boom. Let's do that right there. Close that baby down. Once you close it down, she starts going. Let me get my heat glove. These things are nice and hot when you do it. Alright, there was that. So we want to roll so I can get my other side. Once that gets down to 30, then I'm gonna flip it around actually. All right, there's that. So now, flip it around, go there. Holding the temp good now. There's 355. She's going down a little bit, but that's all right. Next time I'm gonna mark where the halfway line is or something like that. That way I can flip it and know exactly where we had it last time. That way, just in case if we do too much, then we'll know that, hey, if we go over that line, then we did a little too much. Alright, now she just needs a little roll. 15 more seconds. Alright. Oh, it's trying to wait till it gets to temperature before it starts counting down. We'll be done by then. I'm only gonna let it go down to like 40 because that was probably 10 seconds just sitting there right then. So let's be done with that. Let's see what we got. Let's turn this baby off because it is hot. I like to always unplug. Switch that baby off. Let's see what we got here. everything is really warm, y'all. So always be careful, wear your heat gloves. I know a lot of people will take it and like rinse it off real quick or something like that, but if you just be careful, usually if you let this stuff cool too much, it becomes more of an issue trying to get this tape and stuff off. But I haven't had any issues doing it warm. Today I seem to be having issues with keeping that seam. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, and then I said something, see? Alright, so it was that. Then we did the seam. Alright, well, looks like we weren't quite lined up as far as the seam part. Now, what I didn't do is wipe this down before I subbed it. That was something that I didn't do as well. But I think this right here is residue. So let me go try and rinse that off. Give me 1 second. All right, we're back. And as of course you can see, those little marks that were on there, those rinsed off with just regular water. Now, there's my seam. So I got some ghosting there. I think what I didn't try is the last gentleman that did say something to me. He said that probably when I flipped it, I should do more than 15 seconds. So the next one, what I'll do is I'll try 30. Maybe it's not heating up the sub ink enough to let it actually fuse in there. So we'll try that. My lines weren't quite perfectly lined up, but you know what? I think for a first try, 30 ounce in the 20 press, I think that's pretty good. Look at my blacks, look good. My reds, Merry Wolfmas. There you go. So if you guys have any questions or anything, actually this stuff down here is residue from the tape. You can see that, but all that stuff cleans up so easy with 91% alcohol or acetone. Just be careful not to hit your image too soon, or you might get a little bleed. But like I said, last time I tried it, I didn't get any. So, and I didn't go around that curve. Great lines on the seam on the bottom. So don't go too far. Don't take that paper along all the bottom of that curve. That's when you're gonna get yourself into some trouble. So A sub paper, 125G, and our 20-ounce skinny press, and this is a 30-ounce skinny. All right. Any questions? Welcome.